Hi. So this is an idea I've been playing with lately. Uh, so when you, there are times when you take off clothing and you decide whether you'll hang it up to wear again or you'll put it in your dirty clothes. And that might happen when you go to take a shower. It might happen when you change clothes for bed or change clothes in the morning. Um, And the way I've decided generally how to whether to just keep them and wear them another time or put them in the dirty clothes to be washed is that I've smelled them, and I uh, I would smell them kind of thoroughly. So this is a pair of short pants. I actually pulled this out of the dirty clothes for this video. So I would smell them all over, and then I'd smell kind of the butt and around to the crotch, and that was, and if they smelled like they needed a wash, I'd put them in the dirty clothes. If they smelled like they could go again, I'd fold them up and put them in the closet to wear the next time I wanted to wear them. I added, however, now that I take the pockets out and smell them, and I made a prior video about how if I wash them, if I get the pockets out and I decide on how the pockets smell that they need a wash, I leave the pockets out for the wash, and actually when I put them on again, I may not even tuck the pockets back in. It's kind of a new look to leave the pockets out. And I can link that video in the details below this one. But another thing I added was that I turn the garment inside out, and I smell the same way, giving a general smell, and then down the crotch and around on the butt. And if it smells then, so if on the first side it didn't smell like it needed a wash, but on this side it does, then again I'll put them in the dirty clothes. But if everything's okay, I'll fold it up to wear again. I should say that if the first side had been okay except the pockets had smelled bad, I would wash it just for those pockets. But an interesting thing is that, so this pair ended up inside out. So I put it in the dirty clothes, I wash it, it comes clean, it's still going to be inside out. In the past I would turn it back the other way, but lately I've just been wearing the clothes inside out if they come out that way. They don't always, but this shirt is inside out, and that means it was worn the other way and then smelled. Oh, I should show you the same thing. It's the same idea with the shirt. I smell it all over. I smell under the underarms because those can smell. Pull out the pockets. Smell that. Smell that. And then turn it inside out, which is generally just the sleeves. Smell again. And smell under those arms and those. that's a pretty thorough check. If at any step in this, before I get to the end, I smell a bad smell, then it goes in the dirty clothes. If it passes, and that could include the pocket. So again, on the first one, the first side, if I had just smelled one pocket that smelled bad, I would have washed it, or I would have put in the dirty clothes to be washed. So as soon as it hits a step where it smells bad, it goes in where I think it needs a wash, because that step smells bad, I'll put it to be washed. Now, this shirt ended up also, it started out right side out, but it ended up reversed, inside out. If I were washing this now, it would come out of the washer clean, but it would be inside out. And nowadays I've been wearing things inside out. So this shirt is actually inside out. It's a Hawaiian shirt. The material on the other side is probably more what you're used to seeing. This is the inside. It's a little brighter than most Hawaiian shirts, I guess. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but you can also see there's the stitching for a pocket, but the pocket's inside. One bad thing about wearing things inside out is you do lose the pockets. I happen to carry a big bag everywhere when I go out, because I have papers that I like to carry and such, so losing pockets is not a problem for me. If you need your pockets, then this idea probably wouldn't work for you unless you thought of a way to make it work. People probably don't use their shirt pockets as much as they use their pants pockets. And I happen to be wearing these inside out, so you can see the pockets have come down, and that would actually be, funny enough, that's sort of the outside of the pockets, which is usually inside the rest of the garment. But now these have come outside. You can see also this material is a little duller and brighter on this side. Actually, I guess it's the reverse of the shirt, which is brighter on the inside. Is this a good way? Well, it's a little fresh. It's not the same old 7 and 6 or whatever the expression is. I do miss the pants pockets. I will say that with pants that need a belt, like jeans that don't stay on well without a belt, I haven't been doing this. I may wash them inside out, because I check them all over both sides, but when I go to wear them, I turn them back to get the belt loops on the outside. But for anything with a drawstring, or which some of mine are, I can wear the pants inside out. Or pajama pants I can wear inside out with no problem. These pants that I'm wearing now, these short pants with the pineapples, they are pajama pants, or loungewear as they say. I have a bit of a shortage of short pants, no pun intended, so I do wear them out into the world. It's summer here and they're comfortable, but it feels a little goofy. I will say that wearing my clothes inside out and about, yeah, I feel a little goofy and silly, and I do lose some dignity. It's not a perfect idea, but I gain, it's a fresh look. It's kind of interesting too when you wear things inside out. You start to study the seams a little, the stitching, and that's kind of fun to notice the stitching. The buttons can be a little awkward at first, buttoning it. I haven't figured out, it's something about how the buttons fall and what they call the placket, which is this which is right here at the edge with the buttonholes. I believe it's called the placket. So, but I think with practice the buttoning gets better. But that's kind of fun to be taken out of your usual routine of how you button and have to learn to button again. So that's about it. It's an option for you. You might not do it. You probably have to have a little bit of you probably have to be a little oblivious to what other people think to do this. Since it's really uncommon, people may have contempt for you or just think you're silly or stupid. And I may stop doing it. I've been doing it for a few weeks. It's sort of been okay. No one has commented on it. I don't know that everyone even notices it. They might notice it subconsciously. The ones who do haven't said anything. Anyway, as I say, it's an option. It might be fun for some people. I'm 63 years old. A younger person might get away with it a little better. I suppose at 63 you're supposed to be kind of dignified. But it's kind of fun for me. It's a little different, something to try, something new to do. So I give up some dignity. But a younger person might not even have as much dignity to begin with. But young people have dignity too. It's just it's sort of up to you. It's a rewards cost analysis. What do you get? What do you give up? Is it worth it? But it is an option. And I mean, I guess another benefit is if I turn them inside out to wash and then go to put them on, I don't have to turn them back. So it saves me a little bit of effort there, not a great deal. Guys, if I forget anything in this video, I'll put in the details underneath or make another video. And if you like this content, do subscribe, comment, like. I do think the more activity I get from viewers, the better focus YouTube puts my videos in. I would think you get this, but the way this works out is that with any garment, you're wearing it about half the time right side out and about half the time inside out. I haven't played with pants that need a belt. It's conceivable to me I could wear them inside out. The belt would have to be inside. It might not feel good. The buckle might press against my stomach. I may play with that down the road. It would be hard to buckle the belt because they'd be inside the pants. So maybe it's just too difficult. I don't know. If I try it, I suppose I may write about it down below or make another video, or you can try it maybe if you want. Tell me how it goes. Guys, I think I've emphasized turning something inside out and it going into the dirty clothes, but you could have also turned it inside out and checked everything and it still smells good enough to be worn again. So in that case, you just fold it up or hang it up, but inside out, and it's the same principle whether you're getting it out of the dryer clean or taking it off your hanger of your closet. You're wearing it inside out, at least about half the time. I will say, guys, so with these, as I had mentioned, I left the pockets out and then I turned them inside out. So I suppose if I were to these passed the smell tests and got put in the closet and then I wore them, I think inside here the pockets are still going to be out, which could also be true if they got washed. So that'll be a little bit interesting because they'll make a little bit of a different silhouette. You won't see that the pockets are out when I wear them, but the pockets being out underneath will make a slightly different look. I should say you can do, it's your option of course to do any part of this that you like. You might only say use the part where you just smell one side and decide whether to wear or wash. You might like the part where you pull the pockets out and smell them but then push them back in. You might like one part but not another part, and you might, I don't know how other people decide whether they're going to wash something or wear it again. If you had never done it by smell, that might be a new idea for you that you like. You might think I always smell pretty good. I don't really know. It gives me a little bit of self-confidence to think that my clothes smell good on both sides. Although that's not the only factor in smelling good, there's also how clean your body is, maybe your breath. There's lots of factors in smelling good. So I had said something that I think might be incorrect. So I had mentioned you could leave these pockets out because you had smelled them, and then you might end up with pants that you're wearing inside out. And I had said the pockets would look the same when the pockets are out, but they're inside. They're not. When the pockets are pulled out to be smelled, but they're not, and you leave that, and they're kind of, you get sort of that bunch, you get sort of a bit of bunch of cloth inside there. I had said that would look the same as if the pockets were not pulled out, but in fact that's not true. In fact, you can see on this side that pocket has been pulled out inside here, and you can see it looks quite different than this side where the pocket inside here has not been pulled out. If I take and put that pocket in, then you'll get that look on this side. Let's see. Well, now I'm mixed up. I think I just put this side, the pocket, back in. So you can see now it looks the same as the one on the other side. So by leaving them out too, you get sort of a little bit more of a bunched up look. These fall a little more smoothly here than if the pockets were pulled out inside. If the pockets were pulled out inside, you get more of a bunched up look here, and a little pucker I noticed at the bottom. I mean, a bunch up look when you wear them, I think. So I just wanted to be clear on that because that might have caught in some viewers' minds as an error. Anyway, these things do give a person different options for wearing: pockets in, pockets out, garment inside out, garment right side out, combinations of those, one pocket out, one pocket in. So I think it's fun. And if you don't do it, now it gives you an option. It might even just be fun to play with in your mind, even if you don't do it actually concretely with the clothes.